Hey guys, I wanted to pop on here and maybe give you a little encouragement. I know this really encouraged me. I don't know if you have ever felt this way, but I've just been really feeling like a failure. I'm trying to change some things. I've told you before, I feel like a broken record. I'm still trying to make changes in my life, and it's hard. I'll do good, and then I'll mess up, and then I'll do okay, and then I'll mess up, and then I'll keep messing up. And then, anyway, and I'm realizing this, it's been a lifelong pattern. So I really have a lot to overcome and to change here, and change is really hard. I'm pushing really hard to just pursue God and His strength and His way to help me. One of the things that I do is every day I've been praying through a word. And I've done that in the past, and I've kind of picked it up again. And so I'll have a word of the day, and I'll just Google it. I'll Google it on my phone, and I'll say, like, yesterday's word was faithful or faithfulness. And so I'll just say faithfulness, scripture. And then a lot of different sites will say, oh, here's 35 verses on that. Here's 20 verses on that. Here's 50 verses on that. And I'll take a few minutes and I'll just read through them out loud as just a prayer of power and coming close to God. And there was one yesterday, and it actually came up again today, which is the one I want to share with you. That really gave me encouragement, because I feel like I'm falling short constantly, and it can be very discouraging if you're in that place and you keep trying, and you're like, what even? And the verse comes from 2 Timothy 2:13. If we are not faithful, He will still be faithful. Christ cannot deny who He is. Y'all, we mess up, but He is still faithful. He is still faithful. If we are not faithful, He will still be faithful, because that's who He is. That gave me so much encouragement, because I feel like, oh man, I failed, and I failed God, and just feeling like I mess it up so bad, I mess it up. And He's like, doesn't change who He is. In fact, He knows, He knows we are unfaithful. He knows we have weak moments. He knows we can be tempted. He knows when we have an ingrained pattern in our life and we're trying to change it, man, the enemy, the opposition fights hard to keep us in our destructive patterns. God knows, and He's still with us. And one of the things that I also see in this is so many times when we mess up, or we fall short, it's so easy to picture God just shaking His finger at us. But I don't believe that at all, because I have experienced God, and I have never experienced Him shaking His finger at me whenever I've messed up. Instead, He came to me in a very gentle voice. Like I've said before, when I hear from God, it's like a thought in my head that I know I didn't come up with. But He's actually gentle. He's a loving Father, especially when you know you've messed up. Like, I know I've fallen short. It's easy to go, ugh, to feel all bad and feel like you're going to get in trouble. That's kind of just how I felt before. Feel like, I'm going to get in trouble. Man, I'm in trouble. This is bad. But that's not the kind of Father He is. He's a loving Father saying, I'm here for you, with open arms, saying, here I am. Come to me. I don't know if this speaks to you. I hope it encourages you somehow. If we are not faithful, He will still be faithful. Christ cannot deny who He is. I found a lot of comfort in that, because everything then didn't depend on me doing everything right. It depended on Christ, who has already made the sacrifice, who has already saved me, who's already perfect and holy and faithful and true. So have a great holiday weekend. See ya.